All right, here we go in what should be, in my opinion, the biggest blowout of the tournament. Now, you have two guys who are of equal size and length and everything, but Anthony Davis is the T-1000 to LaMarcus Aldridge's Terminator 1, like the original Terminator versus the one that turns into a little pool of metal and reforms. I understand. I know, before you start yelling in the comments, I know who ended up winning in that movie, but in terms of actual skill, that's the comparison here.
Aldridge is going to have to go shot for shot. That's his only chance. I don't think he's getting a stop.
Well, he lives in that mid-range right there. He's always had the ability to just create 2 inches of space to get up that weird fadeaway that just always goes in. And for some reason, he always likes to go to his weak side. I've never seen him like what the fadeaway he just made, where he drop steps to his left. It's always to the side of which he's carrying the ball. And he's just gotten away with it for so long. But he's going up against Godzilla here. So your Mothra bullshit's about to get wiped.
I'm surprised they even let AD in this tournament. Matt Moore would have just barred him completely. This man has no skills.
Unbelievable analysis from Matt Moore. That this man doesn't have a one-on-one game. He would resort to, yeah, that guy right there shouldn't be in this tournament because he doesn't have a one-on-one game. Do you understand what he can do on defense? I have always had the opinion that Anthony Davis, for the past couple seasons, has been the most talented basketball player on earth. Now, there's a difference there because MVP is the most valuable player. There's a different definition for that. I think LeBron is the best player, but in terms of just sheer talent, sheer basketball talent, it goes to Anthony Davis for me above Giannis, because Anthony Davis does have an outside game. And in addition to what he is today, let's not forget that he was a point guard for a majority of his AAU and high school career. That's why he's able to handle the ball and he feels comfortable from the outside. So Anthony Davis, to me, has the highest ceiling of anybody in the league today. It's just a matter of if he's able to fulfill it, because like you guys at Fantasy Labs know, this man likes to get injured a lot, which solicits a very specific gift.
Defensively, how would you rank the trio of Giannis, AD, and Ben Simmons? I think they're really close. How would you rank those 3?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm just going to consider this from an overall and with no context to it. I will probably say Giannis, Davis, Simmons.
Okay. I'll go Giannis, Simmons, AD. Simmons got the slight knock because I think he can guard point guards. He guards the number 1 option consistently,
right.
But it's close.
So I will say that while Davis is, I think, better at guarding big men than Simmons would be, Simmons can, but he doesn't excel. I think Davis, if he's going to get beat off the dribble by a guard, which happens from time to time, he just has such ludicrous wingspan that you can be 3 feet in front of him, and it just doesn't matter because he'll make up for it and just grab it and just punch it off the glass.
I don't think you're going to win this, Aldridge. I don't think you want to do this.
He wants this. That's all he wants.
Yeah,
he can live there, though. He can live.
Yeah.
That's not even he's been forcing it and getting his points. He just wants that shot. But the problem is that's his only shot. I feel like LaMarcus Aldridge, his value in terms of public perception has just like flatlined. When was the last time we heard anything from LaMarcus Aldridge? Just like on the timeline, on some of these content aggregators, on Sports Center. You just never hear from LaMarcus Aldridge. This was a guy who, for a half season there in Portland, was even being considered for a potential MVP that year that he was still there with Batum, Lillard, and all those guys were coming up. It seems like it's been a steep fall for him in San Antonio, and he hasn't even been that bad. He's not been as good, but he's not been bad.
Aldridge is getting older, to be fair. He's 34 now. He's on the downside of his career, so that explains a lot. And obviously, San Antonio hasn't been, enjoying quite the level of success they have in the past. So that obviously plays into it.
So you're saying he's in check cashing mode?
I mean, facts.
LaMarcus has never really played with a whole lot of athleticism, so it makes me feel like he could be Elton Brand 2.0. Elton Brand, it felt like, played until he was 50. And once he
Yeah,
tore
I mean his game is going to age pretty well. You know, just because he's living on that jumper, it's not going to go away. I mean, he's going to be able to get buckets still.
he doesn't rely on crazy hops, so he doesn't need like the explosion to get to the rim. He can live he can live with that jumper he has, but the game is evolving past mid-range basketball. Like the Spurs are the only team that still live in the mid-range.
That's nice.
That was very awkwardly perfect for LaMarcus. Looks just like real life. He runs like Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Perfect read. All right. 5.5. So Aldridge needs, I think, at least 5 points. One more point.
You said 5.5?
Yeah, 2 more points actually.
Yeah, he needs 6. It's gonna be close. Oh God! Jeez.
Oh no!
Picked up his.
Oh no!
Jeez, you're in trouble. Oh,
we got
recovered.
That's tough.
AD pulling out the high school point guard moves right here. Here comes. Here, this is for you, Matt. This is for you, Matt. Here it comes. Oh, yep. There it is, Matt. Oh. He's just gonna pull up, Matt. He's just gonna hit that mid-range fadeaway jumper that he falls in love with during games. Buckets. God, only if this guy could stay healthy. Do you think he actually gets hurt, or does he just have a low pain tolerance?
I think he has a low pain tolerance, and it's always like he comes back to the bench within like 5 minutes every time, like pretty much. Like,
people that go to the bathroom that much, I think they have to poop. And they keep saying they have cramps in like their legs and stuff, so they don't have to say they have poop. Yeah. I have to poop a lot when I play basketball. I don't blame him.
Might be it. The team has gone along with it. Like they're throwing out legit injuries every time. They're diagnosing him with all sorts of stuff.
So he's got the cover here, unless AD hits it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are like slow motion replays where because Anthony Davis is so tall, so long, and so athletic that he's hitting like the top of his head on the corner of the backboard, and he's like jamming his fingers in the orange back part of the rim, just because when he jumps, there's objects there, and they're playing at such a ridiculous pace that if his finger touches the rim, it's gonna jam or be dislocated. So maybe it's a combination of pain tolerance and the way he plays, and just when you're that freaking athletic and that freakish in terms of basketball physicality, it does come back to bite you. See you later. Good effort, LaMarcus. You didn't stand a chance, but looking forward to that Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis matchup coming up, potentially in the Sweet 16. Two guys that first step. I mean, the one guy who could guard that Ben Simmons explosion is Anthony Davis.